welcome Group 2.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are Group 2, and today we are gonna present Unit 5. And here's our map.
What's the topic for Unit 5?
Service inquiries.
Very
And
good.
here's our members. And this is our abstract. Scenario 2 will be presented by Tingyu and Xunyu. And the vocabulary of scenario 2 will be presented by me. And the preposition exercise will be presented by Tingyu. The listening practice and the vocabulary of listening practice will both be presented by Xunyu. The activity 2 will be presented by 3 of us, and high-low context culture will be presented by me. And we got feedback, inside story, job assignment, break time, comments, best commentator, and references. The first part, scenario 2, I'll give the floor to Tingyu and Xunyu.
Please turn to page 38 and please repeat after us. Mindy, our company values this trip a lot and we want it to be a big success.
Mindy, our company values this trip a lot and we want it to be a big success.
We are also trying to set a precedent here, so sorry if we may seem a little more cautious about it than what you are used to.
We are also trying to set a precedent here, so sorry if we seem a little more cautious about it than what you are used to.
Oh, not at all. What else do you need to know?
Oh, not at all. What else do you need to know?
If we decide to let you take the case, how will you help us next?
If we decide to let you take a test, how will you help us next?
Well, as I said, each incentive travel package should be unique.
Unique.
Well, as I said, each incentive travel package should be unique.
Unique.
And instead of offering ready-made packages,
And instead of offering ready-made packages,
we tailor to the client's specific needs.
we tailor to the client's specific needs.
We always attempt to produce a memorable event for our clients.
We always attempt to put the memorable event for our clients.
Event.
So you mean our proposal can be custom-made?
So you mean our proposal can be customized?
Exactly, we provide you with a team that is involved throughout all the stages of planning.
Exactly, we provide you with a team that is involved throughout all the stages of planning.
The team members include at least one project manager,
The team members include at least one project manager,
one financial specialist, one project coordinator, and several project assistants.
Assistants. Good.
one financial specialist, one project
Coordinator.
coordinator, and several project assistants.
Very good.
Will there be the coordinator leading the team?
Will there be a coordinator?
Sure, a senior manager will be assigned.
Sure, a senior manager will be assigned.
In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
That sounds good. What else do you offer?
That sounds good. What else do you offer?
highlight a few services, then we share the ones which are especially popular with our clients.
Have a few services, then we share the ones which are especially popular with our clients.
We provide 24-hour response time service.
We provide 24 hours response time service.
Meeting or conference code request.
Meeting or conference call recaps.
Timelines, event overviews, cost savings.
Timelines, event overviews, cost savings.
And internal proofing process, regular budget updates.
And internal proofing process and regular updates.
And an extensive post-program project summary.
And an extensive post-program project summary.
That is really comprehensive and impressive.
That is really comprehensive and impressive.
Okay, I will bring this information back to our meeting.
Okay, I'll bring this information back to our.
And we will contact you again shortly once we reach a final decision.
And we will contact you again shortly once we reach a final decision.
Thank you. We hope you can consider us.
Thank you. We hope you can consider us.
Remember, first incentive travel values our clients' needs very highly.
Remember, first incentive travel values our clients very highly.
And we always exceed their expectations.
And we always exceed their expectations.
We guarantee you a hassle-free procedure during the pre-program.
We guarantee you free,
Hassle-free.
hassle-free during the program.
On-site and post-program stages.
On-site and post-program stages.
Should you feel at all dissatisfied with our service,
Should you feel at all dissatisfied with our service,
you are entitled to a full refund.
you are entitled to a full refund.
Thank you, Mindy. I'll call you later. Bye.
Thank you, Mindy. I'll call you later. Bye.
Next is vocabulary. I will give the floor to World.
Okay, next part is vocabulary of scenario 2. The first two words.
Would you
Precedent.
tell us how many do you have as a topic sentence? How many words are you going to teach us?
11. 11 words.
Okay.
We got 11 words. Okay, first one, precedent. An earlier event or action used as an example or guide for future cases. Is there anyone want to read the sentence?
We are also trying to set a precedent.
Okay, please repeat after me, everyone. We are also trying to set a precedent here.
We are also trying to set a precedent here.
Next one. Tailor. To make or adapt something to fit a particular need or requirement. Is there anyone want to read the sentence?
And instead of offering ready-made packages, we tailor it to the client's specific needs.
Okay, good. Please repeat after me. And instead of offering ready-made packages, we tailor to the client's specific needs.
And instead of offering ready-made packages, we tailor to the client's specific needs.
Good. Next one, memorable. Worth remembering or easy remembered, especially because of being special or unusual. Is there anyone to read the sentence?
We always attempt to produce a memorable event for our clients.
Okay, please repeat after me. We always attempt to produce a memorable event for our clients.
We always attempt to produce the best of our clients.
Next, coordinator. Coordinator. A person responsible for organizing different elements of a complex activity or project. Is there anyone want to read the sentence?
The team members include at least one project manager, one financial specialist, one project coordinator, and several project assistants.
Very good. Please repeat after me. The team members include at least one project manager, one financial specialist, one project coordinator, and several project assistants.
Team members include at least one project manager, one financial specialist, one project coordinator, and several project assistants.
Great. Next. On site. On site. At a particular place or site. Is there anyone to read the sentence?
In addition, project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
Very good. Please repeat after me. In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
In addition, the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
Good. Next, supervise. Supervise. To watch a person or activity to make certain that everything is done correctly and or safely. This sentence is the same, so we jump to the next. Recap. Recap. A shorter, less formal version of recapitulate. To repeat the main points of an explanation or a description. Is there anyone to read this?
We provide 24 hours responsive times, meeting for conference call recaps, timeline, event overviews, cost savings, internal coding process, regular budget updates, and extensive program progress.
Very good. Next. Please repeat after me. We provide 24-hour response, time service, meeting or conference call recaps, timelines.
You need to stop at the comma so they can follow. It's a very long sentence.
Okay, we start at timelines. Event overviews, cost savings, and internal proving process.
Event overviews, cost savings, and internal proving process.
Regular budget updates and an extensive post-program project summary.
Regular budget updates and an extensive post-program project summary.
Okay, next. Hassle-free, hassle-free. Without problems or bother. Is there anyone to read the sentence?
We guarantee the hassle procedure during pre-program on-site and post-program stages.
Please repeat after me. We guarantee you a hassle-free procedure during the pre-program on-site and post-program stages.
We guarantee you the hassle-free procedure during the pre-program on-site and post-program stages.
Guarantee, guarantee. A promise to ensure that something will happen or a specific standard will be met. Still, it's the same, just skip. Okay, next, dissatisfied, dissatisfied.
Dissatisfied.
The state of being unhappy or displeased with a situation or a service. So then want to read.
Should we feel at all dissatisfied with our service, you are entitled to a full refund.
Okay, good. Repeat after me. Should you feel at all dissatisfied with our service, you are entitled to a full refund.
Should we feel at all unsatisfied with our service, you are entitled to a
or this position exercise. I'll give the floor to Ling.
We have 10 questions. Number 1, Mindy, our company values this trip a lot and we want it to be a big success.
2,
Number 2, so sorry if we may seem a little more cautious. What is then what you are used to?
about,
Okay, very good. This one, and instead what offering ready-made packages, we tailor what to the client specific needs.
Instead of having other two clients.
Very good. Next one. We always attempt widespread to choose a memorable event for our clients. Oh, 4. Okay. Ugly. 1, 2. Number 5. We provide you with a team that is involved throughout all the stage work planning.
Week of
Week of. Okay. Number 6. The team members include at least one project manager. Number 7. In addition, the project manager will travel on site while you supervise the program and ensure its success.
week,
Yeah.
2,
And the 2. Okay. Number 8. Quite a few services. Let me share the ones which are especially popular with our clients.
week,
Okay. Number 9. One day I will bring this information back at our meeting. 2. The last one, should you feel at all dissatisfied with our service, you are entitled to a full refund. With 2. Okay. Next part is listening practice. I'll give the floor to Julie.
Please turn to page 39. We have listening practice and we will play only one time. Please listen carefully.
Listening practice. Please listen to the following dialogue and answer the questions.
Discussing incentive travel details. Good afternoon, Mr. Westfield. It's nice to hear from you again.
Hi, Mindy. Here's some good news for you. Diamond Production Company has decided to ask First Incentive Travel to design a tailor-made package for our incentive travel.
That's great, Mr. Westfield. I'm so happy you're entrusting this to us, and you're guaranteed to receive professional service with us.
Now, I'd like to discuss some ideas with you in detail and hope you can help us create an unforgettable travel experience for our employees.
Sure, no problem.
We've decided to take our top salespeople on a cruise to Hong Kong instead of a normal flight for this 3-day trip. Would that be possible?
Certainly, yes. Actually, cruise incentive travel is becoming a very popular means used by companies to reward their clients and employees now. We're well experienced in arranging projects like this. We've contracted with many major cruise companies and have been sailing with groups ranging from 20 to several hundred people. Personally, I think taking a cruise is better than traveling by air. Our clients are almost always very impressed by the activities we plan on board.
Exactly. That's what we need. We believe that gathering together on a cruise will give our employees more time to bond and strengthen team spirit.
You are absolutely right, Mr. Westfield. We can help arrange team building activities, an awards dinner, or other forms of entertainment on the ship.
Can you do that?
Yes, the unique setting of a cruise ship is perfect for a conference or a corporate gathering because it is so accessible and secure, as well as being well suited to both business and relaxation with a wide range of on-property facilities. It includes meeting rooms, private dining rooms, show lounges, and casinos. your clients will have more chances to gather for celebrating success and cultivating meaningful interaction between senior management and employees.
That's exactly what we wish for. Diamond Production Company hopes this trip can eventually help increase our future sales, improve employee as well as customer loyalty, reward productivity, and motivate our entire team.
I believe it surely will. Say, can we meet up for a detailed talk about this project, Mr. Westfield?
Sure. I was just about to ask to make an appointment with you as well.
Okay, question 1.
1. What is the purpose of this conversation?
Who know the answer?
C.
Yes, correct answer is to negotiate details. Next.
2. Why does 1. 2. Why does First Incentive Travel recommend a cruise incentive travel?
And who know the answer? Yes, correct answer is it can offer many activities on board. Next.
3. What may be the main reason for Diamond Production Company choosing this package as their incentive travel?
Who knows? Yes, correct answer is cruise travel offers more time for employees to get together. Next is vocabulary from listening practice. First is incentive. Incentive. Something that motivates or encourages someone to do something. Who wants to read the sentence?
Diamond Production Company has decided to ask First Incentive Travel to design a tailor-made package for our incentive travel.
That's great. Please repeat after me. Diamond Production Company has decided to ask First Incentive Travel to design a tailor-made package for our incentive travel.
Production company has decided to ask travel to design a tailor-made package for our incentive travel.
Next. Cruise. Cruise. A journey on a large ship or for pleasure, typically with stops at various ports and destinations. And who wants to read the sentence?
Gathering together occurs will be an audience with more time to commence representing experience.
Okay, please repeat after me. We believe that gathering together on a cruise will give our employees more time to bond and strengthen team spirit.
We believe that gathering together on the cruise will give our employees more time to bond and strengthen team spirit.
Next, gathering together. Gathering together. The act of assembling or coming together as a group, often with a sense of unity, purpose, or collective action. And the sentence is the same, so we can skip it. Eventually, in the end, especially after a long time or a lot of effort, problems. And who wants to read the sentence?
Diamond Production Company hopes this trip can eventually help increase our future sales, improve employee as well as customer loyalty, reward productivity, and motivate our entire team.
Okay, great. Please repeat after me. Diamond Production Company hopes this trip can eventually help increase our future sales.
Diamond Production
Company hopes this trip can eventually help increase our future sales,
Improve employee as well as customer loyalty, reward productivity, and motivate our entire team.
Entire.
Team.
improve employee as well as customer loyalty, reward productivity, and motivate our entire team.
Motivate to make someone want to do something well. And the sentence is again, it's the same again, so we can pass it. Next is activity 2. I will give the floor to Brian.
Well, next part is activity 2. Please turn to page 41. And here's the requirements from the textbook. Student A makes a phone call to student B inquiring about potential arrangements for a tailor-made incentive travel project. Tell student B what you need based on the information in activity 1. Student B needs to provide advice in order to secure this business deal. And here's here's the dialogue we designed. I'll give the floor to Ling Xuan.
Hello, my name is Scott from Formosa Trading Company. I'd like to inquire about your services.
Good morning, Mr. Scott. This is Mindy for First Incentive Travel. How can I assist you?
Hi, Mindy. We are planning a 4-day incentive trip for our top sales managers in a couple of months, and would like to know what options you offer.
Sure. Do you have a specific destination in mind, or are you open to suggestions?
We are open to suggestions, but we want a mix of relation and team building.
Relaxation.
Relaxation and team building activities.
Great. How many participants are you expecting?
About 15 to 20 people.
And what's your budget per person?
We are looking at 1,500 to 2,000.
Perfect. Any specific activities you want, like adventure, sports, or cultural experiences?
Team building exercise and some leisure time would be ideal.
Got it. I will prepare some tailored options for you. Is there anything else you need?
No, that's all for now. Thank you, Mindy.
You're welcome. I will follow up soon. Have a great day. Next is high-low context culture country. I'll give the floor to Borong.
The next word is high-low context culture country. And we got 2 examples. The first is social etiquette. About high context culture, social norms dictate indirect response to and behaviors to maintain harmony. For example, in Korea, when offered food, it is customary to initially decline politely before accepting, showing modesty. And about low context culture, social norms are less formal and direct responses are acceptable. For example, in Australia, people generally accept offers immediately without concern for appearing modest. Next is gift-giving practices. About high context culture, gifts are deeply symbolic and culturally significant, often tied to relationships and respect. For example, in China, giving a clock as a gift is avoided because it symbolizes the end of a relationship or life. And about low context culture, gifts are practical and not deeply tied to cultural traditions. For example, in the US, gifts are often chosen based on the recipient's preferences rather than cultural symbolism. And here's our feedback. I'll give the floor to Ling.
Here's my feedback. In the process of preparing the presentation, I learned a lot of the correct pronunciation and meaning of a single word. Recognize the differences between high and low context cultural countries. And receive comments from everyone after the report. Let me know which side needs to be improved and done better. I'll give the floor to Julie.
This is my feedback. Through this course, I learned how to
Could you
collaborate.
talk to us? It's
Please.
your own feedback. Talk to us.
with my teammates to complete a report and gain a deeper understanding of the difference between high context and low context cultures. In class, I learned about the preparations needed for planning activities, such as timelines, cost estimation, strategies, and regular budget updates. I will give the floor to Goro.
Okay, this is my feedback. Through this unit, I learned that if we want to arrange an incentive travel, we need to thoroughly understand what each employee and partner truly wants and needs. Additionally, when coordinating with the travel agency, we must clearly list all our requirements to avoid any dissatisfaction. And this is our inside story. On the November 21st, Friday, we had the first online meeting from 2 p.m. to 5:22 p.m. We got second online meeting it was November 23rd.
On
Wow.
or at?
On November 23rd, from 2 p.m. 8 p.m. to 10:14 p.m. And our next and last is on November 24th and 25th. 24th is from 11:16 p.m. to 0:74 a.m.
0?
So 47 a.m. And here's our job assignment. Okay. And that's all of our presentation. Please come back at Please come back at 4:20.
4:15. We have 20 minutes of break.
Please
Come
come
back.
back at 4:15.
遇见你，让我感到疲惫，梗在喉咙的苦，阻塞的鼻息。
Okay, cool.
你还没有想。
我已经
Okay, and let's welcome every groups to comments. I'll give the floor to group 1.
Hello, my name is Ling and I'm going to talk about one strength and one weakness. The strength is the PowerPoint layout and the format is very elaborate and elegant. And one weakness is the time reading is a little awkward.
Time reading?
Yeah.
What do you mean time reading?
The time by PM or the 12 o'clock.
Okay.
And that's it. I'll give the floor to Yotan.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Yotan, and I feel they have their stage presence was excellent, and also their voice was audible, and we can know they done a lot of preparation beforehand. Thank you. And I will give floor to Tingshen.
I'm Tingshen from Group 1. As for the Group 2 presentation, I would say they have one strength, yes, and no weakness. As for their strength, is that I think they did a great job on putting the vocabulary part for the listening practice, because I saw the listening practice script is very long and it contains lots of vocabulary that we don't know. So I think it's great for them to put some of the definition on this PowerPoint. And also, I want to give them a little suggestion. I think it is better for a presenter to have eye contact and have confidence to stand on stage when you are presenting. I think it would be better if you are willing to stand out more and look at us. And that's all for my comments. Thank you. And I'll give a floor to Group 3.
Good afternoon, I'm Punja of Group 3. I organize one strength and two weakness for Group 2. And the strength is the information is very full. And the weakness is I want to I want to rest her voice is not really clear, and the two weakness is some of like relaxations, some of means some of mistake, and I give floor to.
My name is Ling. I have one advantage and one disadvantage. The disadvantage is there are some pronunciation mistakes such as events, and the advantage is their PowerPoint given examples from high and low context culture. And I'll give the floor to Picture.
I have one weakness and one strength for Group 2. The first one, the strength is their presentation is colorful and the high and low context culture is easy to know. And the weakness is they have the pronunciation mistake, like unique. I'll give the floor to Group 4.
Hi everyone, I'm Huang Jia and we are from Group 4, so I will provide one. I will comment on the presentation by one strengths and two suggestions. And I think the primary weakness, the primary advantage is that they provided a comprehensive scenario for activity 2. They used role play. To tell us the scenario about incentive travel project. Yeah, so I think that part will help us understand it in a much more vivid way. And as for suggestions, one is that actually in listening practice, question 3, option C, initially they typed it incorrectly with another sentence, but I have already corrected it. Yeah, so that was one thing I noticed. And the other suggestion would be that I think in the preposition exercise, actually they included to with the root verb as a preposition, but actually that should be infinitive.
Could you go to that part? Preposition.
Yeah, like wanted to be or like attempt to, it should be infinitive instead of prepositions. So I think they can check it next time before.
Let's check it now.
Oh.
One by one. That's a very serious crime. We talk about this so many times. Number one, is it infinitive or preposition?
Infinitive.
If you think it's infinitive, raise your hand.
Me.
And if you think it's preposition, raise your hand. No? Wanted to be. There are two verbs. The first one is want. The second one is be. That's why you need the two. It functions as infinitive here. Can you tell the difference or not? Yes or no? 停语. I think it's 停语. Was it? Your part, right?
Yes.
You got 100 on the preposition test. But can you tell the difference between infinitive and preposition too? Let's check one by one here. There are so many mistakes on this page. Number one. It is not. Apparently, because there is another verb. Want it to be. I want to go home. Is the to preposition or infinitive? Can you answer me? I want to go home. The to? And what is it? Okay. Why? There are two verbs. How about number 3? Yes, it's preposition. And how about number 4? Just in case some of you still don't understand. Is it preposition or infinitive? Here is preposition. Why?
Oh, 对，produce 是动词好快。They're between two verbs.
Okay. What is the first verb?
Attempt.
The second verb?
Produce.
Very good. So is it an infinitive or preposition?
Infinitive.
Good. Next page. Number 7. Is it preposition or infinitive? Could you read the sentence together, all of you? In addition,
the project manager will travel on site with you to supervise the program and ensure its success.
So, infinitive or preposition? Why? What are the two verbs? Who answered two verbs? Okay. Yushan, then what are the two verbs?
Travel.
And?
Supervise.
Will travel to supervise. So the first verb is travel. The second verb is supervise. So this one is not. Delete this one. Okay, I'll give the floor back to you. Continue, please.
Ling, and I have two strengths to talk about. The first one is I think the PPT is well organized. I like the outfit. It's simple and quick. And next is in the vocabulary section, I think the pronunciation is so good. Okay, I'll give the floor to Yijing.
I'm from. I think their presentation, the design is easy to let us to read, to understand what they want to talk, and their voice I think is
loud so everyone can clearly to listening to how they want to talk. And I will give a floor to group 5.
Well, Group 5. I'm Yamza from Group 5, and I think the presentation is pretty great.
Slow
and,
down, please. Slow
okay,
down.
And their voice are loud enough. And I like their PowerPoint. It's clear, and the high-low is pretty easy to know. So I think it's pretty great. I can look forward to Yuchi.
I think the presentation was very clear and focused on the key point, and there are a lot of vocabulary. I give a floor to Lisa.
I have one weakness and one strength. The first weakness is mispronunciation, entire. And one strength is the words on their slides is very big enough so I can see very clear. So I will give the floor to group 6.
In the clear articulation and listening experience.
I cannot hear you. Could you speak up?
And additional explanation of vocabulary part for listening other students. Therefore,
Hello everyone, my name is Pan Jingxian. I'm from group 6, and today I want to talk about their strengths and weakness. And their strength is their vocabulary part. Their vocabulary part is very great because they use 2 colors to separate the 2 parts, different parts. And I think this is very great because it can let us easily to separate the 2 different parts. And the weakness is I think there should be more confidence. Yes, it will be great. So this is my strength or confidence. Thank you. And I will give the floor to Qiu Zhixian.
I am Qiu from group 6, and first the presentation flow was smooth and they improved the listening vocabulary part, and that's helped me understand the content better. And I will give the floor to group 7.
We are group 7 and I'm from Yujie. I think the PowerPoint was great and very powerful. And I think the conversation part, they spoke too softly, and I think they could speak louder. I would give floor to Pei.
Hey, so the presentation was well structured and the PPT design is beautiful. But in a scenario 2, I think the voice was a little bit small. Maybe can improve it next time. Yeah, thank you. I'll give floor to Zhihan.
I'm Zhihan from group 7. I think the voice can be louder and the pronunciation can be clear and consonant. I will give the floor to group 8.
Okay, I'm Li Jiachen from Group 8, and I'll give one strength and one weakness. So about the strength, they list some vocabularies after listening practice, and because in the audio is very long and contains very words that we are not very familiar with. So I think it can definitely help us to learn more about these units. And about the weakness, I think it would be better if they number the vocabularies, like number 1, conference, and number 2, meeting, like this. Yeah. So this is my comment, and I'll give the floor to Yingzhen.
I'm Ingen from Group A. So first, I found that their listening part was very creative because, as my observation, I found that some groups, when they play the audio, they just play it along, including the dialogue and the questions. But I found that Group 2, they play the dialogue audio first, and as they turn to the next page, while question 1, 2, and 3, they put the audio to let us listen one by one. I think it's very creative.
Could you go to that part?
One, what is the purpose of this conversation?
Very good. That's creative. We listen and watch the conversation and the question at the same time.
And they not only put the original part of the vocabulary, they also put the vocabulary part about the listening practice audio. I think that is the great part that the other group can learn from. And I want to give one suggestion for Tingyu. I found out that her voice was still too small, that I can hear very hardly. So I wish Tingyu could speak louder next time. Okay. I'll give back to Group 2.
And let us choose our 3 best commentators. The first one is The first one is Huang Jiaen. The second one is Li Jiacheng. The third one is Su Yingzhen. Those are our 3 best commentators. Please come to front.
And could you tell us why you chose them over others?
First, we choose Huang Jiaen as one of our best commentators is because he found we got a serious problem at the preposition exercise, and the Jiachen, we choose Jiachen as one of our best commentators is why? We should number the vocabularies at the vocabulary part, so that the audience can see clearly which one is it now. And we choose Su Yingzhen is because she say we did a great job on the listening practice. give the floor to our best commentators.
Thank you for choosing me as one of the best commentators. And I will summarize my points by one, strengths and two suggestions, and about the advantages that they provided us with a comprehensive scenario through role plays in the activity too, so we can engage in this part more actively.
Could you go to the part? They create their own dialogue for activity 2. In your textbook, did you see this dialogue? Is it in your textbook?
Yeah. There's
No.
an example.
They gave us the whole conversation by themselves. Okay, give them big hand.
And as for the suggestions, the first one is that they must pay attention to the type of issues next time, and especially when they present their questions and options. And the other one will be preposition part, and when you want to choose two, you need to make sure it is preposition instead of infinitive. So that will be all the comments on the presentation, and I will give floor to Jason.
Thanks Group 2 for choosing me as one of the best commentators. And so just like I mentioned, they have a part after listening practice, they teach us vocabularies. So this is a thing that I would like to add it into my presentation. Yeah, so it's great. And I'll give the floor to Ling.
Okay, thanks for Group 2 to choosing me as one of the best commentators. So, as I said, they use a creative way to present their listening practice. I think this is the best way that I can learn from. And also, they need to make sure to speak out loud to let everyone can hear. And thank you. I'll get back to Group 2.
Thank you. Thanks our best commentators. And here's our references.
Ruler.
Here's our references.
Good. Could you tell us which one is for which?
The top two is for...
Next time, give us a heading. For example, number 1, we use our textbook for the scenario 2, activity 2, listening practice. Otherwise, we don't know which one is for which.
Okay.
You cannot orally explain.
Top 3 is for high, low
And
context.
again, use number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use numbers instead of bullet dots. So it's easier to refer. What is number 1 for?
It's for high, low context culture.
Okay. Could you go to their website? So next time, give us the heading, high and low context culture. And this is the reference. Let's check it out now.
We got technical issues.
Okay, never mind. Go to the next one. What is next one for?
Still the same for high, low context culture. I got 3 websites for that part.
Okay, you need to show us on the PowerPoint.
This one, cultural partners.
Cultural patterns.
Patterns, sorry.
Okay.
But I forgot which part
Which part did you use?
maybe this one.
Which one? That's a very good website.
对啊，我看哪里？ Oh, this one. Space is territoriality. And I forgot which part I cut from the paragraph.
It's okay. Go back to your references. Is it the same website?
Similar but different chapter.
Okay. How about the other references?
This too is the picture references.
Could you
cut
show
the
us?
pictures. We got the pictures from this website.
Okay, very good.
With this one.
Okay, good.
And the last one also.
For picture?
Yeah, for pictures.
We call this soft skills. Did you see the word on this page? Soft skills. The culture that you are learning, high and low context culture, are called soft skills. 是软实力，但是是硬道理。Soft skills. In USA, in European countries, they will call this soft skills. 这个就是你的软实力，你课本上没有办法有系统的学下来的。But it's very important. Soft skills. Good. And could you go to your vocabulary for listening practice? Because Jata mentioned you are going to give us some vocabulary on the listening part. Then pay attention to the order. Next time, show us the vocabulary words first.
Okay.
Before we listen.
Okay.
Otherwise, they would listen without understanding. So let's go over all the words. Just ask them to repeat the words. The first one?
The first one, incentive.
Next one?
Next one, cruise.
Okay.
Next one, gathering together.
What is bond? B-O-N-D. 是债券吗? I thought you were going to talk about bond, but instead you show us a gathering together. Gathering together 是生字吗? Let's find some time. Gathering together. 这是生字吗? 但 bond 是啊 ，bond 是什么？啊？债券？不是，如果是债券，我就不会再问。是什么？情感上的联系。To bond. Could you go to Yahoo Dictionary? 这个 bond 看起来很简单，但是这一颗是生字。Show us the vocabulary words first, before listening practice. Bond, okay, not James Bond, but the other Bond. 在这里是什么意思？
连结、联系、团结。
在哪里？Could you continue? Could you continue, please? No, it is used as a verb. 在这里是什么词性？名词吗
这 verb
？verb.
结合团结在一起。
OK， 所以这一课是团结在一起。bond 就那它有什么意思
in verb 建立密切关系。
OK， 是你的 incentive travel 就是要建立关系嘛。第一组有讲为什么不要领钱 ？Instead of monetary reward, why did you choose incentive travel? This is the key word. So you can bond. 你们领钱的各自去花了，谁也不理谁。但是 incentive travel, you need to bond with each other. Okay, let's go back to your vocabulary. Just go over them one by one, quickly.
Next, eventually. And motivate.
Okay, very good. Excellent. Let's give them big hands again. Any other questions?
No.
If not, I'll see you next week. Goodbye. Take care.
Bye.